Brought to you by DK Audio.
DK Audio presents The Creative Entrepreneur, written by Carolyn Dailey, read by Carolyn Dailey, Matthew Biddulph, and Tamsin Kennard.
About the author. Carolyn Dailey is a leading figure in the creative industries. A communicator and connector, she is the founder of Creative Entrepreneurs, CE, a first-of-its-kind online community empowering creatives to grow brilliantly successful businesses. CE provides learning resources and inspiration for entrepreneurial creatives, translated into a language they can understand. Fully immersed in the creative world, Carolyn connects creatives within the supportive community she is building that helps them pursue their full business potential. She has lectured and presented at foundational pillars of the creative world, such as Central St. Martin's, the V&A, Serpentine Galleries, Whitechapel Gallery, Design Museum, London College of Fashion, London Design Festival, Cambridge University, Ravensbourne University, and other leading institutions. She has represented creatives across design, music, architecture, film, fashion, publishing, gaming, and the other creative sectors to the heart of government at No. 10 Downing Street, including chairing its first ever roundtables on creative entrepreneurship. Carolyn has been named by Creative Review as one of the top 50 creative leaders, by Wired magazine as one of the top 10 women digital power brokers, and by BIMA as one of the top 10 entrepreneurs progressing the creative industries. She regularly appears on Sky News commenting on the creative sector and brands. Her expertise arose from her 20 years at the entertainment leader Time Warner, whose portfolio included HBO, CNN, Turner, Warner Brothers, Time Incorporated magazines, Time, In Style, etc., and Warner Music. She was the company's top executive in Europe and worked to establish Time Warner's brand as the leading company of ideas.
Dedication to Ted Turner, the crazy one. Ted Turner is the ultimate creative entrepreneur, and I had the privilege of working at his startup. I saw him build what would become a visionary template for the future. First, he pioneered massive tech disruption. Then he dreamt up creative disruption, creative business models that have given rise to the successes of Netflix and others today. But he saw it back in the 70s. From when television was invented in 1926, there were very few channels operating over government-controlled frequencies. When cable TV came along in the 70s, it was intended only to boost reception of these channels in obscure, rural areas of America. Around the same time, Ted discovered that it had become possible to put programming on a satellite and beam it down across the country. His brilliance was to connect these two seemingly unrelated tech innovations and use them for purposes they weren't intended for, to broadcast local cable TV programming via satellite across America. With this vision, he created TBS, the first new national free TV channel since TV was invented. Next came that creative content disruption. As a busy entrepreneur, Ted didn't have time to watch the broadcast network news, served up only a few times per day. He wanted to be able to check the news anytime, so he invented CNN. I arrived at CNN in London in 1990 to work on yet another visionary idea of Ted's. As he was already producing CNN for America, why not put it on a satellite to make it available to Europe? Now it's a globally recognized brand. It sounds blindingly obvious now, but when he launched CNN in 1980, it was both incomprehensible and revolutionary. He was mocked. The broadcast networks called it chicken noodle news. It transformed not only the media, but the wider world. Just one example, its contribution to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the tectonic, socio-economic, political shifts that followed. Steve Jobs didn't put Ted in his famous The Crazy Ones campaign for nothing. Alongside Albert Einstein, Martha Graham, John Lennon.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?